What is up, guys? We are back for another episode of CJ's Garage, and today I start off this video by saying thank you to every single one of you guys that commented on my last video. All of the supportive comments. You guys are literally awesome. Like, I've tried to read every single one and comment back to every single one and like them all, but it's just going up. That video is absolutely going crazy. There's a lot of haters out there, but I knew it was going to happen. And literally all of the other comments that I get from you guys about how you love the car and just you think that it was worth it, and you guys, I don't know, just love the car. Like, honestly, that makes it, all of the other comments just not even matter. So anyway, moving on. So this is the dyno video. I unfortunately had to work the day of the dyno, and I wasn't able to get much footage, but thankfully Dirty Racing Products did film two of the dyno pools, the one for pump gas and the one for E85. And I'm going to tell you right now, this thing is just absolutely a monster. It is so crazy, the difference between the 500 wheel horsepower that I had before and now the 700 that I have now. So without further ado, let's cut to those the dyno videos. Alright, so the two dyno pulls that I just did, those two previous clips, the first one was on pump gas, E90, no, not E. Sorry, the first one was on pump gas. It was 93 octane, and that was like, so 680 horsepower to the wheels and about 570 foot-pounds of torque. And we are on flex fuel, so we did an E85 tune as well, and that's what put us over to the 714 wheel horsepower and 600 foot-pounds of torque. So I mean, it is like, I never thought that I would be here. I never thought I would put 700 wheel horsepower down with this car, and honestly, it is just so wild. I've driven a Lamborghini and I've driven this car. I mean, like, the Lamborghini obviously is just a whole different car, but this thing is just, it pulls. I want to talk real quick about what we did on this new build. So first off, we did swap out to the Precision 6466 turbo, so a little bit bigger. The old one is actually over here. So this is the Precision 6266, just a little bit smaller, but was not, so the main reason I did switch out to the Precision 6466 turbo is because, well, I'll talk about the engine in a second, but the turbo, with this turbo, the 6266 wouldn't have been able to maintain the power, which I'll put the dyno like graph in. It wouldn't have been able to maintain that power level. It would have just peaked and like kind of dropped off. So with this 6466, it actually maintains that power throughout the entire pull of the car. So that's like the main reason I went with that Precision 6466 turbo. And something else, I mean, we upgraded the clutch because, well, the clutch, you just need a better clutch for that kind of power. And unfortunately, you can't really see the engine is the engine. You're not gonna be able to see the engine, but I'll do a little rundown of what I had before really quick. So I don't want to bash any companies right now, and the old engine that I had, it was built, the short block was built, the heads were not. So I was putting 500 wheel horsepower down for about 2,000 miles before that engine went, but before that, I definitely wasn't easy on that short block, and it had, I don't know, like, I think it put down 400 before, no, 400 foot-pounds of torque and like 3 something horsepower, and I was at that power level with that short block for about 30,000 miles. So I got about a little over 30,000 miles out of the old short block. It was not an IAG short block, and like I said, I did not baby it, so I'm not here to bash any companies. Horizontal Motorsports did do an amazing job with my previous build. Didn't last very long, but I want to make sure that this is very clear when I make this video. I do not blame Horizontal Motorsports for what happened to the car. I don't blame anybody for what happened to the car. I don't blame the engine. If anything, I will blame myself before I blame anybody else, because I mean, I knew it was going to happen, and that's why I had the IAG short block on hand anyway. So when you put 500 wheel horsepower to a not closed deck block that's like, it's gonna go. It's eventually gonna go, and maybe I think what did it is the day that it blew up, I did a ridiculous pull on the freeway, got on in sixth gear against a street bike, and honestly, probably not the best idea. I don't know how fast I got, but I got to the car show after that, and then on the way home from the car show, the engine, I already knew leaving the car show, I was like, something doesn't feel right. And maybe if I wouldn't have driven further and taken the indications of the car not feeling right and stopped, it might not have gone. It probably would have. It was probably already ruined by that time. So it happens, right? When you put power to a motor like this, it's going to happen. Now, this new motor is a stage 3 IAG closed deck block with 1/2-inch head studs, and we did upgrade the heads to a stage 5 IAG heads. So I was actually able to salvage the old heads and build those. So it was a little bit cheaper in the last video. Obviously, like it was still $5,000 to build those heads, but the heads are so much better. Not even so much better. The heads, like obviously, I can go up to 7,000 RPM or something crazy right now, and you couldn't do that if you didn't upgrade your heads. And honestly, I wouldn't even pushing 400, 500 wheel horsepower with stock heads. Probably not the best idea. So I want to do a different video explaining what I should have done to begin with, and how I could have made this build a lot cheaper. And the biggest thing that goes into that is not blowing up your previous engine. So that's going to be a different video for a different time. This video, really, I just wanted to get it out there, finally get my numbers out there. I know people have been waiting for the dyno. Some of you guys have seen it on Facebook, but this video is mainly just to get the dyno video out there. And also, I do want to thank Dirty Racing Products right now. Dirty Racing Products definitely came in and helped out more than I could have even imagined. So I blew up the car actually about 2 hours away from here, and I did get it towed to a shop that was nearby, but Dirty Racing Products actually went and picked up the car for me and took it back to their shop, which then they, took it apart and did the build and everything, and they did an amazing job with the build. This car, it runs, I don't know. I mean, I've only been really driving it for not very long, but it's amazing. And JR's an amazing tuner as well, so I couldn't be happier with this build now. I'm probably not going to daily drive it with this much power because it drinks gas. It just drinks that gas. So, I mean, but I'm still going to take it out, and I am going to track it. I'll probably remove the wide body for the track because it's not, it's not as feasible for a track. All these cars keep going by. Anyway, back to Dirty Racing Products. So Dirty Racing Products did an amazing job with the build. They have crazy cars. So, I mean, they're a very reliable shop, and I want to give a huge thank you to Dirty Racing Products. You guys killed it, and I appreciate everything that you guys did for the car and did for me. So, I mean, I think that's probably going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I promise that I'm going to be dropping a lot more videos now that I have the car and it has power, and I have a bunch of other video ideas that I'm going to be doing, and probably the next one is going to be like POV driving and a pull, and I got some GTR buddies that I'll probably be doing some pulls with in a safe, Mexican environment. No, I'm just playing with you. But I'm definitely gonna be getting some actual driving footage with the car to show you just how much power this thing has and how it drives. It's so awesome. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and once again, thank you for all of the support you guys have been giving me. You guys are literally the best. We out.